Hello, it's Jalen, and today in this video, I'm going to teach you how to activate the secrets of magnetism. I'm talking about the same secrets that allowed me to go from a regular ticket at a conference to literally going to every single VIP event, to meeting multimillionaires, to going on a date with a multimillionaire, and having access to all the VIP events, as well as getting knowledge and information that made me $100,000 in 2 months. This is the exact technique I use to bend the laws of reality, to be able to activate supreme magnetism in my field, which is the divine feminine principle that any man, woman, anybody can use to get to the next level in their lives. And that's exactly what I've used to transform from going broke and depressed to blessed. Ching. When we have a magnet, right, and then we just put the magnet out there, naturally the other thing that is the direct match to the magnet, so the direct positive to the negative, naturally it has no choice but to come towards you. This is a principle that we see in the law of assumption, the law of attraction, but really, let's just be real, it's really the divine feminine principle. In this reality, one of the laws that exists is the law of polarity, which means that there is masculine and feminine energy. This is more than just gender. Gender is just the physical representation of the energetic principle that's going on that we're all experiencing. The masculine energy is about putting things out. Hence, eggplant emoji. Putting things out, right? It is what we're putting out. It's putting ourselves out there. It's the self, it's the ego, it's about us. It's about the logic, it's about the brain, it's about the sun, it's about the light and the positive. That's the yang aspect of life. But the yin aspect of life is the internal and not the external. It is the moon, it is the inward journey, it is the subconscious instead of the conscious mind being the masculine. Specifically in this video, it is the concept of receptivity. You see, the masculine is about putting it out there, and the feminine principle is about receiving and letting it come towards us. Most people are really good at the masculine, especially the people that watch this channel. You are probably a person who wants success, and you know that to create some form of success, you got to do probably something. You're not like crying all the time, not trying anything. You know that it is going to require something, but for some reason, you're not getting the results that you want. The getting and the receiving is the feminine principle. And when we are unable to receive, our magnetism is going to dwindle down into nothingness. It's almost like our magnet is broken. It's almost like our magnet isn't electric enough. It's not working anymore as it should. And that's exactly what's happening when it comes to your life. If you notice, you have a lot of goals and you want a lot of things, and it just seems so hard to attract the things that you want. You see other people and you're being constantly jealous and comparing yourself to other people, and you're like, yo, why does that bish get to have whatever and I'm sitting here trying so hard? It's because you don't understand the principles of magnetism, which is the first mindset shift. So the first key to magnetism is worthiness. So let's write that down. The first principle to magnetism is worthy. I'll just say worthiness. In order to receive what you want, you have to feel like you are worthy and deserving. And a lot of us have all these weird limiting beliefs around worthiness. We think that maybe we actually are worthy of attracting millions of dollars. However, we believe that in order to be worthy of it, we need to work really, really hard, and that it needs to be a hard process. And if it's easy and simple, and if we're doing something that just comes too easily to us, that means we're cheating. That means we're not doing something right. That means we're not worthy of it. So we're gonna repel it from coming towards us. How do you feel worthy? You need to fix your self-concept and get rid of any limiting beliefs that you have when it comes to the thing that you want. And not only limiting beliefs like you can't have it at all, but also limiting beliefs on the process that it will take to get there. You need to start installing new beliefs into your hardware and your software that say, I can be successful easily and effortlessly. I can attract the love of my life easily and effortlessly. I can attract women easily and effortlessly. I can attract my dream relationship easily and effortlessly. I can attract my goals financially easily and effortlessly. Now say that with me right here. Say it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Come on, say it. I can attract insert goal easily and effortlessly. Do it one more time. I can attract insert goal easily and effortlessly. And now the most important thing to do, once you have that down packed and you're repeating those affirmations, you need to practice embodiment. Embodiment is the missing key. Embodiment is when something becomes so automatic that you don't even second guess it anymore. You don't even question it. The best way to put it is like driving. Remember when you first learned how to drive, you were literally like looking every single way, trying to make sure you're doing every single little thing correct, and you're doing this and you're doing that. You're looking at the road, you have your hands on the wheel like this. Now, when you really learn to master the art of driving, you master your craft of driving, now you can drive without really having to think so much. Now you can get to your destination without even having to put it in the maps because you're so used to it. It's automatic. This is how you want to be when it comes to your beliefs. You need to program yourself so much that you can easily and effortlessly allow things to come towards you. So let's give an example. Let's say you want to make $100,000 a month and you really want to make $100,000 a month. That's something that you want really badly. You need to practice every single night and every single morning, meditating and visualizing yourself as the $100,000 version of you, as the 100K version of you, as the person who is making six-figure months easily and effortlessly. And the key is you want to practice receiving it. Now, I really hate using the word visualizing. When we think visualizing, we usually just focus on the images and that's it. But the key to really embodying things is matching the images that we are going to visualize in our mind, mix with the emotions, mix with any other senses we can add to the mix. And this is the key to visualization. My favorite practice to show you what this feels like is for you to close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to think about your favorite food, and don't eat it yet. Think about your favorite food. I want you to visualize it as if it was right in front of you. I want you to smell the food. I want you to take the fork and start to play around with the food and listen to the sound of the food. And then I want you to really take the time to bring the food closer to your mouth and sniff the food. And then I want you to imagine yourself eating that delicious meal and really hone in on the taste of it all. How good and delicious and how yummy that food tastes. And just marinate on that. You see how you were able to literally taste something that wasn't there. This is what I want you to do when it comes to your goals. I want you to marinate and embody the version of yourself who is already there with all your senses and all your details, and mix together your feelings, your senses, and your mind. And that is how we begin to embody things. And I want you to hold that for as long as you can, and to do that for at least 30 days. So you can begin to reprogram the body and the nervous system to be receptive to that thing. Because what will happen if you're not ready, and if you don't believe you're worthy, is the opportunity will present itself, but because you have limiting beliefs in there and you have receiving blocks, you will literally sabotage it. And this is the key to manifestation, practical manifestation. Being able to retrain the nervous system to be receptive to the good things that we want, and practicing this as often as you can. That is the key to getting what you want. It is to clear your receiving blocks, which means to clear your worthiness issues. And if you struggle with feeling worthy, if you have limiting beliefs, and if you have doubts always flooding your mind, and you can't seem to get yourself to that next level, and you feel constantly stuck in a state of procrastination, comparison thinking, jealous of other people and their success, I want to coach you. I want to help you through this process. DM me the word coach, or click the link down below and get a coaching session with me. Let's work, because this is how you get to the top. I want to help you get to that next level of success, that 100K level, that 100K month level. I've done it for others and I can do it for you. And I also want you to check out the course I made, the 21-day feminine challenge. Take this challenge. People are seeing amazing results by practicing straight embodiment. Okay, we have 21 embodiment exercises, and you can get access to the course by just joining Rich Goddess Club on a monthly subscription, or you can just purchase that course by itself. Okay, so check that all out in the description box, and let's get to the next level in your life once and for all. So here's the second principle when it comes to being able to understand that you are a magnet and to increase your magnetism. You need to understand that everything around you has an energetic frequency, and you are the center of attraction because you are the magnet, right? So if everything around you has an energetic frequency, all you have to do is become the vibrational match to the thing that you want, and the thing is going to come in the easiest way. Let me tell you how this happened in real life for me. So like I said before, during that event that I went to that event, not a VIP. I didn't have a VIP ticket. I didn't have access to any of the things that I really wanted to, but I let go of the desire and I knew that it would happen for me. So I set the intention because I felt like I was worthy. And then next thing you know, I set the intention for what it is that I wanted. And I said, before I go to this event, I got into my receiving mode and I said, you know what? I am open to receiving the best from this experience. I'm going to go into this experience receiving the best possible experience that I can. I'm going to get wherever I want. I'm going to meet the right people. And I set that intention before I went. I did a meditation. And in this meditation, I could clearly see how everything around me has an energetic frequency. So what do I mean by that? It's almost like I told you to keep your eyes open right now. Keep your eyes open. And I told you to visualize the number 5. Visualize the number 5 with your eyes still open. You see how you can see the number 5? This is what I tapped into. So what I saw from this deep meditation that I did and this brain thing that I accessed was the fact that everything has a vibrational frequency, which can be numbered. And there's actually a concept of this called the level of consciousness I'm gonna put on the screen right here. And this kind of shows you at the lower levels, like the lower levels of guilt, jealousy, shame, lower vibrations to all the way up to the energies of love and enlightenment. It was crazy. I actually saw this in real time. Here's how I use this in practice. I knew I was worthy. I set the intention for being open to the best experience. And then number 3, I used. So what do I mean when I say tapped into the frequencies? I use the meditation that I'm going to link down below. I use this meditation to open up my third eye. And I was able to tap into the different frequencies. I could look around and I could literally see with my third eye who I was supposed to talk to and who I wasn't supposed to talk to. So I set the intention that I am going to see who I need to talk to. I'm going to be at the right place at the right time before I got to the event. So by the time I got there, I literally could see numbers on people. And what I started to find out was the higher the number, the more I should go talk to that person. And usually it was from like 1 to 1,000. Most people in the room were literally 50. Like it was like a 50, 100, a 200. But whenever I saw somebody where it was just like 600, 800, 900, 1,000, I knew that something about them was the energetic match to what it is that I needed in that moment. So when you start to become the magnet and you really remember that you are the magnet, the universe will rearrange itself to literally get whatever it is that you want. So here's how it worked in action. So I walked around and I could see clearly, okay, this person was a 500, this person was a 600. And I would introduce myself, or I would go up towards them, around them, and they would just introduce themselves to me. And what happened was the people who had the highest frequency, those people would naturally have some key or some piece of information that I needed to hear to either help me or to help me get to the next level. So I sit down, I see a person, I make eye contact and smile. The person comes towards me, says, hey, I see that you're interested in this. I know somebody else is also interested in this. Introduces me to this person. That person happens to be a 500, 800 higher on the scale. I talk to them. They take me on their arm and then they introduce me to somebody else. And next thing you know, I literally get introduced into all the people I needed to talk to. Got all the information, got access to all the VIP events, and every single speaker that was on the stage, and these are multimillionaires, I literally got to have conversations and connections with every single one of them. And all the information that I got, I used that information in my business, which made me 100K in 2 months. So you need to figure out how you are able to tap into frequencies. And I know it sounds so woo-woo, but it's so true. So how do you tap into frequencies? And everybody does it. Everybody has intuition. Intuition is the missing key to getting what it is you want in your life, okay? If you don't have a high intuition, it's gonna be harder to succeed. Your spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, is trying to give you nudges and to tell you what you need to do to get to the next level. But because your intuition is down, you can't hear them and you can't receive the guidance that is literally trying to guide you to where you wanna go. So we all see it. I'm very clairvoyant, so I could literally see the frequencies on people. But maybe you're a feeler, clairaudient. Maybe you hear things about people or you overhear conversations. Maybe you thought you were thinking something in your head and the next thing you know, a person next to you is also talking about the same thing. However you receive intuitive downloads is what you need to tap into and lean into. And you can develop this in a strategic step-by-step process, basically getting back into with nature, getting back in alignment with herbs, and just overall listening in again, meditating a lot and listening in. I have a whole program that is dedicated to activating your intuition called Awaken Your Inner Goddess. Literally a very beautiful program. People love it. So go check that out if you want the step-by-step process to being able to be this goddess on earth so you can literally attract things towards you like clockwork. The fourth thing. You need to put yourself in the right position. Let's say you want to date a provider, someone who's wealthy. Well, you better hang out around wealthy areas. You better go to wealthy places. Let's say you want success. Then you might want to go to an entrepreneur conference where you can be around a lot of like-minded people who have the exact frequency that you want to create for yourself. You have to put yourself in the right places to succeed. And the universe can then not even meet you halfway, meet you like 80% of the way. You just got to do that little small 20% to set yourself up for success. So what is the right position that you need to place yourself in? If you want to go viral on social media, you have to make social media posts. So do the 20% so that the universe can step in and give you the 80%, right? And be disciplined, be consistent on whatever that 20% is. And that is how you see the results you want. I went viral on YouTube. My YouTube channel blew up twice, and I was able to get so many amazing, beautiful subscribers, so many clients, so much money because I posted, because I listened to the frequency and I acted on it by putting myself in the right position to succeed. This is the key to magnetism. So think about, what position do I need to put myself in? How can I put myself in the best position that I possibly can to be able to make my goals happen? And then allow the universe to step in to do their part. So then once you understand the best position that you need, the last key is to let go. The last key to magnetism is to let go of wanting to be magnetic. And I know it sounds crazy, like what does that even mean, Jalen? But here's the thing. When we want, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, what we're really saying, and the frequency that we really have, is I don't have this thing. I don't have this thing. I really don't have this thing. So you need to let go of the desire and just let go and surrender to it and try your best to feel into whatever it is that you really want. So let's say it's money. Instead of focusing so much on how much you want money, focus on the emotion or feeling that it is that you want when you actually get the money. We don't want money because at the end of the day, money is just a bunch of paper or digital numbers on a screen. What you really want is the feeling that it gets you. You want security. You want freedom to do whatever it is you want. You want to feel safe. You want to feel like you have status, like you have power, whatever it is for you. Now that you have the emotion, what you want to do is to meditate and to embody, like we did earlier, embody the emotion. For me, money is freedom. Money is freedom, and it's just that feeling of like I can do whatever I want. So for me, it's freedom and liberation. I get into my body, and then I just imagine feeling free. I imagine what it feels like to feel liberated. I imagine the things that I'll do, and I'll smell it, I'll touch it, I'll eat it, whatever the case is. And putting myself in the feeling and emotion of what it is that I'm seeking. Because we're not seeking the actual thing, we're seeking the emotion that the thing is going to bring us. So think about the emotion and then spend all your time focusing on experiencing that emotion now so that you don't have to worry about the desire. And that is how you let go of a desire, by focusing on the emotion and embodying the current emotion of what it is that you want to experience. And when you do that, you become the perfect energetic match to the thing that you desire. And naturally, if you put yourself in the proper position to succeed and you feel worthy and you set the intention, you will receive the thing. Whether it's attention and being that girl when you walk in the room, you will receive this thing if you do the process. If you want the step-by-step process to be able to do this, work with me, hire me as your coach, and I got you. You can book a call down below, but I'll see you next time. Peace, and join Rich Goddess Club. Classes, courses to help you get to the next level.